Ecclesiastes 7 verses 1 to 2 is a key passage in the book's pursuit of wisdom, offering a stark and seemingly paradoxical view of life, death, and human experience. The verses contrast two pairs of opposites, a good name versus precious oil, and the day of death versus the day of birth, to convey a powerful message about the true source of value and wisdom. Meaning, Ecclesiastes 7 verses 1 to 2 states, "A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of birth. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all mankind, and the living will take it to heart." A good name is better than precious ointment. This is a proverb that would have been easily understood by the original audience. Precious ointments or fine perfumes were expensive symbols of luxury, wealth, and status. The author, Koheleth, or the preacher, argues that something intangible, a person's reputation and character, is of far greater value than material possessions. Your legacy and how you are remembered for your integrity are worth more than any earthly riches. The day of death is better than the day of birth. This is the most shocking and profound statement. While a birth is celebrated with joy and hope, death is often met with sorrow. However, Koheleth presents the day of death as superior because it marks the culmination of a life, a final statement on the quality of a person's character. If a person lived a life worthy of a good name, their death is a triumphant completion, sealing their legacy. It's the moment when their true worth is solidified, unchangeable by future mistakes or misfortunes. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to the house of feasting. This verse directly supports the previous statement. A party or feast is a place of temporary pleasure and distraction where people often ignore the deeper realities of life. In contrast, a funeral or house of mourning confronts us with the ultimate reality of our own mortality. This sobering experience is described as better because it provides an opportunity for reflection and wisdom. When we face death, we are forced to take it to heart and consider how we are living our own lives. The implications of these verses are both sobering and transformative. They challenge a materialistic and pleasure-seeking worldview by highlighting the futility of a life lived for superficial gain. A call to live with the end in mind. The primary implication is that a wise person lives with the reality of their own death. Death is not an ending to be feared or avoided in this context, but rather an inevitable destination that gives life meaning. By contemplating our mortality, we are encouraged to pursue what truly matters, building a good name and a legacy of integrity, rather than chasing fleeting pleasures. Wisdom is found in facing reality. The passage suggests that true wisdom is not found in joyful ignorance, but in sober reflection. They hear wise is in the house of mourning, because they understand that facing difficult truths, such as our own, over wealth. A good name is a legacy that outlasts possessions. The implication is that we should invest our time and energy in moral and ethical pursuits that will leave a lasting positive impression, rather than in material wealth that we cannot take with us. It is all about Jesus. Glory be to God.